What is up, Red Boxers? Saw some comments on my last video. I want to touch on some of that. Lots of people were saying lots of things, good, interesting stuff in here. I just want to focus on why is Redbox doing this right here? What's this all about? Right. So, just for transparency, I'm totally out of the stock market right now. I'm probably going to get back in when things bottom out. It looks like it's taking another leg down, everything in general. I'm expecting the overall stock markets to go on a nice long rally, but I think it's got to take a little leg down first. So I'll get back in at that point. I've actually been covering Redbox since like last September, October when it was on my radar. Full transparency. I got in like right here. I sold it like 6, a little under 6 maybe. I got back in here, right about here, and I sold right around 6, so right about in here. And I was expecting it to come back down, and I was going to buy at like 2 or 3. It only came down to like 5. And then since then, what is this? What is this right here? From 5 to almost 14. Why is it doing it? So I was looking at some of the comments talking about the short interest. Some people were saying it's like over 200%, but I've looked at that. I've went across the internet and looked, and like this here on Google, if you just Google it, it says today it's 46.2% of Redbox shares are currently sold short. And then you go to another site. This is Fintel. I saw this one in the comments. The short interest percent on the float is 209%. You keep looking around. This story is from June 10th, just yesterday. Current short interest, approximately 13.59%. Floating shares. Here's another one. So I'll get to what's probably going on here in a second. But this is from June 10th as well. Let's see. Yeah, this one's June. I think this last one was actually June 9th, but it's close enough. It's not going to change that much in a day. Talking about Reddit, a lot of chatter about a short squeeze for Redbox, but only about 29% right here. Redbox public float has been sold short. 13% to 209%. That's a pretty big spread, right? Somewhere someone is wrong. And when I first got into this, I was unaware of just how many just flat out liars. It's basically legalized crime, right? The people who short stocks and stuff will make fake articles. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. From $5, or wait, right here, the first week and a half of June, from $5 to almost 14. It does look like a short squeeze, and maybe this is the correct information right here. So this basically should never be able to happen. This should probably be illegal, and people should probably be arrested when more than 100% of the shares are shorted, because technically that's not even possible, right? So that's a problem in itself. But this is just like a free for all. There's no one. It is basically legalized crime, right? It's kind of gross. I saw comments on my last video saying, that I was on the side of the hedge funds and this and that, and I'm probably short. Nah, if I had to pick a side, I'd be with the Reddit squad, the social media squad, squeezing those hedge funds, because they're already doing something wrong. So it is kind of nice that there's a force out there that can catch them doing what they're doing. So, but the interesting thing is, Wall Street Bets really hasn't got on Redbox lately. There's been a surge in the mentions and stuff, but if the short percent was 200%, you would think Wall Street Bets would be all over it, like gravy on potatoes, right? So I don't know, right? That's a big spread. 13%, 29%, 46%, 209%. That does look like a short squeeze, but there's a possibility it could be just a lot of retail piling in longs on top of each other. So just be really careful. So basically, my last video, I was just basically warning people, and I saw in the comments a lot of people understand exactly what's going on, or at least they know to get out. And I was saying that Redbox is only worth 8.7% of Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. People were saying that I was FUD, and I was FUDing. FUD is actually fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but it's that FUD is fake stories, like I was talking about. These stories here, where it says the short interest is at 13%, 29%. Google usually is pretty accurate, 46%. Those could be the real FUD. Fintel, 209%. That could also be FUD. Don't underestimate people on the internet lying, no matter who it is. If they get a hold of bad information, they're sourcing Nasdaq here, so maybe that is right, and that is what this does look like. It does look like a short squeeze, but don't overrule. Don't underestimate. It could just be retail long and in on top of each other, and there is some sort of a squeeze going on, but maybe it's not huge. Either way, it doesn't really matter what's going on. This is, in my opinion, what is important. And so this is the Redbox site. Redbox. Here's Redbox. This is the Redbox site. People were saying I was fudding about Redbox only being 8.7% of a chicken soul for the soup. Chicken soup for the soul share. I can't spit that up today. So here's chicken soup for the soul right here. So Redbox is worth, oh, look. Oh, I was going to say went on run. Redbox is technically only worth 8.7% of $8.56. And people were saying I was fudding this. And I want to go over to the Redbox site and show you, without a doubt, this is not FUD. This is reality. This is why my last video was called, Redbox is going to be a disaster for the unknowing public, and it's going to be. So I'm just talking to the people that don't know, the people that already know. I'm sorry to give you information you already know, but 74 cents is what Redbox is really worth right now today. If the deal was to be finalized today, the deal is going to be finalized in the second half sometime of 2022. Let's go to the news. I'll show you. This is the Redbox site. May 11th, Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment acquires Redbox, creating premier independent entertainment company. Everyone's voted. They've already put the deal through. It just needs to be signed, sealed, and delivered. There's still a tiny chance the deal could go sideways and it won't go through. But June 9th, this was just Thursday, Redbox put out an 8K form to the SEC. And here it is. It's talking about giving three of their executive officers here. These three people are getting $550,000, $300,000, $250,000. Well, this actually says on June 3rd they decided this, but they released it on Thursday, June 9th. And it's talking about right here, these three executives are getting all this money right here 30 days following the date. That is 60 days after the closing of Chicken Soup for the Soul merger. Refer to companies 8K flat, blah, blah, blah. But see this all here? Chicken Soup for the Soul, Chicken Soup for the Soul. These people are making that kind of money after this is done. Or if you want to read this close and see exactly what it says. My point here is this is done. This is done deal, right? Chicken Soup for the Soul. The Redbox company is not going to exist. Apollo Management is selling the Chicken Soup for the Soul. So Redbox kiosks will be actually Chicken Soup for the Soul. If you're interested, Chicken Soup for the Soul could turn into the next meme stock later this year. And if you bought here $6, $7, $8, maybe it does go up and test all-time highs. Maybe it breaks through 45. I would see the $20 to $27 area as resistance. If it gets above there, it could stay above there, and it might go up and test and maybe set all-time new highs. Don't underestimate Reddit and Wall Street bets and the power of social media. It's very powerful stuff. Obviously, that's what's driving this, right? It's going to come down, right? Without a doubt, because this Redbox is literally not going to exist, right? It's almost like saying it's going to zero, although it's not going to zero because it's just a bizarre situation. I said a few videos back, it's almost a unique situation that's never happened before. We got social media squeezing hedge funds, if that's what's really going on here. It probably is also lots of just retail individuals longing, which is also making the squeeze happen. But either way, just don't forget to get out, right? That's what my last video was about. This is not FUD. This is not, I don't make fake videos. This is going to happen, right? And by today's prices, Redbox is only worth 74 cents. So I know there's going to be people buying Redbox at $13 and this and that, and sometime in the next 5-6 months, it's going to be worth 8.7% of whatever chicken soup for the soul is, right? So in my last video, I talked about if chicken soup went up to like $20, Redbox would be worth about $1.74. If chicken soup went up to $100, Redbox would be worth $8.70, $5 lower than it is right now. So just keep that in mind. So it's hard telling sometimes what's happening. So if I had to just guess based on knowing people lie, I would say maybe this is close to right, but it could be wrong too. When you look on the internet and it's just all over the board, I almost trust this one better, because it'd be hard for a scammer to get into Google and do this, right? What is the current short interest on Redbox? Google it. Pops up 46.2%. Now maybe that's dated, maybe that's old. That could be too. But all these numbers are just within the last couple of days. There's no reason for them to be 13% to 209%. If I was guessing, I mean, a couple of videos back, I was talking about the sense I get from reading these articles is that people that are shorting were terrified of a short squeeze, and I was talking about maybe buying more, but I got out at 6. So just don't forget to get out, man. Just don't forget to get out. Don't be the bag holder. And I guess this video is mainly for that percentage of people out there that are oblivious to the facts of reality. It's going to come down hard. It's going to come down hard. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell, notifications, and do the hokey pokey. Like I said last time, put your left foot in, take it out. Put your right foot in, take it out. And then shake it all about, or however that goes, right? And then maybe you'll get my next video if YouTube allows you to see my notifications after you did all that. Anyways, be careful out there, folks. Without a doubt, unless that deal fails, which I don't think it is, right? I just showed you the 3 top executives. Well, 3 of the executives over at Apollo Redbox. They're making huge money on this deal, so that was filed with the SEC 2 days ago, and there's no reason for it not to go through. It's really a strange situation. Lots of things don't make sense. So there's a chance that there's a chance that this could be real. 46%, 29%, right? There's a chance that this one could be the real. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. Where does Fintel get their data? They get it from NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. So maybe that's real, but this could just be. That's it. I don't know, man. I'm not going to waste any time looking into it. It doesn't really matter. What matters is this is coming down. Redbox is worth 8.7% of a chicken soup share. No way around the fact. Be careful. Later.